May the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
And also
Cinco
with
de Mayo, right?
Quattro
Cinco's
de
four,
Mayo. You remember that critical day in Star Wars history.
That's when Jesus, Star Wars Jesus was born.
That's when, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, that is the point zero, May the 4th.
So, wait, is the Empire the United States and the Rebellion is Mexico?
Exactly, James
Okay.
Scherer.
Okay.
We must Quattro Cinco the rebellion.
Ocho Cinco?
Chad Ocho Cinco.
May the Chad Ocho Cinco be with you. Gentlemen, Jeff Brewer,
Hello.
James Scherer,
Hey.
I'm Griff Hoffman, and this is, we're doing a little, this old game for Star Wars Battlefront 2.
I saw a little Mark Hamill before his face
I
decided
did.
to melt off.
Oh, don't say that. That's so sad.
They're gonna put him in the new one though. And he'll have
Yes.
his face. How are they gonna explain that?
Um,
You're like, my face melted in an alien
I think
fight.
they'll explain it with CG.
I really hope that they specifically address it. And
You
then he
can't-
just
there's-
like deadpans for the camera.
There's another bigger problem, though, which is that you can't unhear the Joker in his
Right.
voice.
Yeah.
That's the bigger problem.
Do you think that they will make a story about how Carrie Fisher got all old and stuff and how she did drugs?
Yep.
Will they work that into the plot?
Yes.
I hope so. What was she on? Like meth or something?
Let
Something
me just
pretty
put my
serious.
memory card in here, guys. Okay, perfect.
I thought you were saying you're going to put your memory card in to remember what Carrie Fisher...
Let me slot this in into my wetware.
Also, Jessica has informed me that today is only May 3rd, thus shattering the illusion.
What are
Damn
you
it.
talking? No!
Don't. God damn it,
This is
Jeff.
going up on the 4th.
Ugh.
Oh, look, do-over, MacGuffin.
Scrap it.
Right. MacGuffin?
What is-
This
what is
podcast is driving the entire arc.
it? What did I mean
We
to
must get
say?
the podcast. You meant to say mulligan.
Mulligan.
I seem to recall that there was an interview with George Lucas where he was waxing poetic about MacGuffins and how you need to have the right MacGuffin. And I believe it was in reference to the Crystal Skull.
It makes sense.
Oh, no.
Wait, the
Oh.
Crystal
is a
Skull, the
dumb
movie, or Crystal Skull vodka?
There's a vodka called Crystal Skull.
Don't get me started on this.
So
Is it
can I
made out of
ask?
Crystal Skulls?
Can I ask you a question, dear Griffin?
Nope, I'm playing the tutorial right now.
Having only played Shadows of the Empire,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
which is the better game?
This game.
No.
Okay.
False.
No.
You should watch
about
my
Rogue
video of Shadows of the Empire.
What
Do
about
it,
Rogue
do it.
Squadron?
Rogue Squadron is one of the most overrated games, I think, on the 64's library.
Oh,
Is that the
Jesus.
pod racing one?
No, that's Star Wars Pod Racer, Episode 1 Pod Racer.
thought it
Rogue
was
Squadron is terrible.
Rogue Squadron is one of my favorite games.
It is bad.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Except that you
This
can
looks-
drive like the car from Men in Black in it or something.
Compared directly to Shadows of the Empire, this is a better looking game.
Oh yeah, Shadows of the Empire looks like hot horse garbage.
So I guess we'll give it points for that.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't star a bounty hunter, so minus
Well,
points.
this is, I think it's kind of a... I actually never played this game until I recently purchased it. I only played the first one. And it's really kind of unique in that it is kind of a multiplayer-driven game.
Dark Souls?
Wrap your mind around that.
How similar to Dark Souls is this game?
It's pretty much, can't you tell right now? It's pretty much the same.
Is this on the Game Boy Advance? What is this? What is this?
This is on the PlayStation 2. I'm playing on the PlayStation 3.
Game Boy Color?
Yeah.
Launch PS3.
Yeah, I'm playing it on... I
Use
gotta
your
use my
thermal
thermal
detonator.
detonator.
Guys, remember
Jinx.
when thermal detonators were like really cool
Yep.
and like you were a kid and you were like, yeah! And then they came out and they were really bad.
Yep.
Guys, why'd that happen?
You know, I don't care to think about it.
I asked my mom
I still
and my
think
dad.
thermal detonators are pretty cool.
So do I. I'm just saying that thermal detonators, like, that's just pure, simple, and cool.
Right.
I don't think they would do a thermal detonator in the new trilogy.
No.
No,
They're
they'd
like,
have to explain it.
yeah, it's a portable hand nuke.
Midichlorians.
Go to the South Tendo Union ship and switch
Oh,
to
there's
the
a lot of
Indian
dudes.
Enterprise at
Yes.
the
Oh my God.
coast there.
Yes, there are a lot of dudes.
Holy bonanzas.
Oh god, what did I do? Okay. Alright, so I'm
Oh,
playing
wow.
the tutorial here. What it's teaching me to do is change classes. It's showing me how to like capture points, like some of the tools that I have as uh-oh, that's probably not good, right?
So is this actually like a multiplayer game, Griffin, or is this a single player game that feels like a multiplayer experience?
It is actually a multiplayer game. Like I could go online, hypothetically, and
On your PS2?
on my PS2 using the
Wow.
online connector device thing that was super rad.
Alright.
And then I could play against other people in the other team.
Huh.
Get to the ATTE clone.
Is it just like giant Battlefield with lots of AI enemies?
Battlefield, like I
Not
guess.
not the game Battlefield, but actual giant battlefields.
Yeah, so check it out. Like here's the battlefield.
I'm getting a bit of a Dynasty Warriors vibe
There,
from this.
Yeah, me too.
yeah. Very much so. Oops, killed that guy. We're besties. There is something to say to that. Like it does.
I'm
kind
sorry,
of
I
have
mean a Hyrule Warriors vibe. Because
Oh, yeah.
There was no Dynasty Warriors series before Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
Now,
Lubu did not exist before
I do some
Zelda.
serious
Link.
damage.
Also, the fact that you just got into that thing is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Oh, you overheated. Your Titan. Eject from your Titan.
I'm trying. I'm mashing all the buttons. I'm gonna kill this dumb spider walker.
Can you kick? Can you kick other players?
Like from the lobby? I don't know.
No. Can you kick
No.
them in the game with your foot?
Maybe. Let's
Ugh.
see.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much parkour is there? in this
All
game?
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much Cliff Blazinski is in this game?
I'm currently playing as the Cliff class.
Okay.
Actually, he prefers to go by Clifford now, so it's the
Your
Clifford
character
class.
is moving. Your character is moving in that hilarious way before they'd fully optimized, like 3D movement, where it just kind of looks like a tank.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. I don't think it's that bad though, honestly. Oh, there we got a jump. Check that out. What did they say? What was my objective? Shoot dudes? So I think it's most comparable to like Team Fortress, because you're changing classes, you're engaging with other players potentially, and then what's really cool about this is we'll see if I can make it to the end of the tutorial quickly. Jet trooper.
Now use your jump kits to get up there and acquire that holocron and bring it back
We're
to
gonna
checkpoint
acquire some
Alpha.
crap. Do this
Who
little
knows
fetch
what
fetch
secrets it
quest.
might hold.
Oh, so we got a jetpack jump. Did I lose you guys?
I'm
No,
here.
no.
Oh, okay. You're
We're
just
we're
enraptured
mesmerized.
by.
I'm listening to that Star Wars music.
Check it out.
I
I
was
feel
just.
like
Go on,
Go
Jeff.
ahead. I was gonna say, I feel like that this is like one of the best things about these games is just that they had actual Star Wars music in it, and they were therefore like fully orchestrated.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
This is great. Okay, there we go. The beginning bit also has real live Star Wars video from. the
I saw
movies.
that.
CIS are holed
Get a
up
little
in the
night trap.
cluster.
Yeah.
Night trap vibe from that beginning
Yeah,
Yeah,
segment.
Dana Plato. You
Strong
can see her in the
vantage point on
background.
battlefield.
I don't like this announcer guy.
You don't like generic clone dude?
No.
British.
Is he better or worse than the Titanfall guy?
Who's the Titanfall guy?
There's no
Titanfall
one
announcer guy.
Titanfall guy.
There's
Oh,
a
there are
robot
multiple
that
Titanfall
talks to you.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah. The robot in Titanfall is definitely better than this guy.
Okay.
Okay. Do you guys remember that Star Wars RTS?
I only remember seeing pictures of it, not actually playing it.
So I actually played a lot of that, and I'm trying to remember the title of it.
It was
I
like
don't
kind of
know.
fat pixel stuff, right?
No, it wasn't. It was like a RTS. It was like a StarCraft thing, but it was 3D.
I'm finding out right now.
I
for
mean,
you.
Star Wars RTS.
Really?
Empire at War, Jamie, for the PC.
It was for the PC, and let me check if it was Empire at War.
Flying, just flying over here. Shoot this fucker.
Or maybe Battle Orders or Force Commander, Galactic Battlegrounds.
There were so many.
Rebellion. I'm looking at the Wikipedia, which is the best name for a Wikipedia
Oh, yeah.
I've ever heard in my life.
All right, I am capturing this.
So this is a very multiplayer focused experience. Is there like a single player mode that feels more
Nope.
single player-y? No.
Well, I mean, this is about as good as it gets. Like I'm playing essentially the single player mode right now, which is doing a multiplayer kind of mission, but just on my own. It's unfortunately a little lacking in there, but there is story, and they do kind of explain it as you're playing the games too.
Can you take down an AT-AT with the hook, like in the Hoth battle?
I haven't done it from in the game yet, but I've seen it in like some of the loading screen cutscene stuff.
Okay, because I was going to say, if you couldn't, then that would be points for
First game to
Shadows of
Star
the
Wars.
Empire.
Oh, I was going to say first Star Wars game to not have you do that bullshit.
Oh, do they all have that bullshit
It's
in them?
pretty much standard.
Okay, I've only ever played Shadows of the Empire, so that
okay.
is my entire Star Wars experience right there.
You never played the Star Wars arcade game? I like that one.
Oh wait, no, I played Dark Forces as well, I think.
Oh, that's a good one to play.
Yeah, that was a fun game. It was an FPS, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What
I played it for
about
PC.
Knights of the Old Republic?
Nope.
Okay.
Never. I don't play MMOs.
You
We
don't.
need some
It
snipers to
wasn't.
pick off some droids. And
Oh,
help thin out CIS forces. Grab a
I thought it
sniper rifle.
was.
No. Knights of the Old Republic on the 360 was, or the regular Xbox wasn't.
Right.
Okay.
KOTOR.
It was
Yeah,
awesome. I played that game. That was a great game. That was BioWare, right?
You got it.
So good.
That
That
was the RPG one where you're a Sith Lord, right?
You can choose to be good or bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember hearing about that now. I got mixed up.
It was what they did right before they did Jade Empire. They did 2 of those.
Okay.
Did they do the second one, or was it Obsidian that did the second one?
Oh, I'm not sure actually.
Okay. Well, they're extremely well regarded. I played the first one for a little bit. Got a little bored with it, honestly, but I think I just probably wasn't giving it a fair chance. There's a guy in it who is voiced by one of the guys in Mass Effect as well, and he plays the exact same character. I think it's Caden.
I love it when RPG studios repurpose their same actors with distinctive voices.
Mm-hmm.
I find that Bethesda are guilty of that a lot.
Bethesda is.
Yes.
Like that arrow in the knee guy is just going to be in the next Fallout game talking about taking a crossbow or something to the knee.
Yeah, probably. Almost certainly.
Taking a Nuka-Cola to the knee.
Oh, that guy's flying.
Yeah.
Snipe him.
I like how it looks when you zoom in.
It's a pretty surprisingly good zoom here. So this is the second game, obviously. The first one is pretty much identical to this, but I don't think there's the focus on the new Star Wars, the new old Star Wars.
I feel like we should really be eulogizing this game, given that all Star Wars games are now non-canon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this isn't telling a separate story. This is retelling the movies.
Yeah, but even so, it was just announced like earlier in the week that the games as well.
All extended universe has been debunked.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess the games were maybe like in a bit of a limbo because it only had been done with other media. Maybe I'm not sure.
Right. I think it's more like, okay, now you can get rid of Kyle Katarn and Dash Rendar.
Yeah.
Well, you can't get. I mean, yeah, I guess you can get rid of Dash Rendar because right, Shadows of the Empire. You could say that didn't happen.
I don't want to.
I don't either. I read that book last year. It's pretty weird. There's this really weird, like, pseudo sex scene in it with Princess Leia, and it's kind of hot.
That's weird. How come everyone? I feel like Star Wars, like that universe, must be like 30% women, 70% men, because like so many people want to bone Princess Leia. It's weird, including her brother.
Yeah, I always wondered that too. I mean, and in everything, she's always remarked as being this like super attractive, glorious woman. And they even see the movies? Jesus.
Master Windu has arrived on the battlefield.
I mean, I guess maybe in the
Lightsaber will
70s,
come in
Carrie
handy against
Fisher
these
was
droids.
super hot when,
Let's knock
you know,
down the
standards were
CIS
lower.
reinforcements a bit.
Hey man, they had their tastes.
All right, so here we go. Now the little fun part happens where I get to play as a special character, and it is Mace Windu.
I like
Purple
how he's
triggered by
lightsabers,
story event?
motherfucker. What?
Was that triggered by like a story event, or
It
was
was-
that just?
So in certain situations, it's because you because something story does happen, and they're like, oh, go play as Mace Windu or Yoda or something like that. But in this situation, it's part of the tutorial, and normally it's like you just kill enough people, get enough points, and then you can play as a super dude.
I like how he's probably low resolution enough that they don't have to actually use Samuel Jackson's likeness.
Oh yeah. So I have force
Those were the
powers.
days.
Here, throw this. Look at this. Yeah.
These were the pre-Kevin Spacey days. You didn't have to use somebody's likeness because of good graphics.
You mean V Spacey, virtual Spacey?
Now, is that when the robotic uprising begins? When virtual Spacey becomes sentient?
Sentient.
Or
Yeah,
sentient,
absolutely.
sorry, not sentient.
You're correct.
Also, this
Kevin
is
Spacey
awesome.
is Skynet.
This is the coolest thing.
It is. It's like comparing it to Dynasty Warriors is very apt because like right now it's just like
Yep.
I'm gonna kill everybody and look really awesome. And one of the biggest
Yeah.
things that's appealing about it is like I can, playing as the iconic Star Wars people and like, oh, what can I can play as Kit Fisto or something. I don't know.
It is exactly the thing that that makes Zelda fans excited about Hyrule Warriors. Hey, it's got the Zelda guys in it.
Which it has the Zelda guy in it.
Yeah, it looks very competent. It looks like a great game.
Can I
but
play
I'm
as an
sure
Octorok?
Buoyed by the fact that it also has Star Wars stuff in it.
I feel like these little spindly robot guys were just designed to look especially tasty to shred with a lightsaber.
Yes. Oh, what is it telling me? I gotta go capture something. Yeah.
Did you guys watch the Clone Wars?
I'm actually watching some of it. I watched, I think, the first 2 seasons in the last.
It's good, right?
month. It's really good.
Yeah.
They decided it was worth keeping in the canon, so
Did they?
yeah, they did. It's the only thing that was spared.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. That's great. That just sucks for like all the books and stuff, you know. It's like, man, there was actually some good things out there. So I hear.
There were, yeah. No, there's plenty of great stuff out there. It's very strange to have it all stricken. It really puts BioWare in a rough spot with with the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Since that's no longer canon either.
All right, we won the tutorial, guys.
But I'm a little skeptical about the importance of that because I would think that if you cared about the game, you wouldn't really mind that much.
Yeah, but nobody cares about that game.
I
That's
mean,
kind of a double trouble.
but why? Like, why? Like, what is the fear? Like, now that
what?
it's canon, now that it's no longer canon, I'm definitely not going to play it. Like, I don't really get that.
No,
It's
I
more
don't
just
think
like
it matters.
shooting
I think it's
walls
just like
down.
a big fu to anybody who had that like attached, like the people who are creating like the Wikipedias and like making those things. They're like, and the Darksaber was utilized by the Mandalorians during the first wars of the Old Republic. And you're like, oh yes, of course, yeah. I didn't spend one entire day reading about that, and that's all just kind of like getting kicked out. You know, it'd be like if when the new Star Trek movies came out, they're like, yeah, the old ones are dead. They never happened. Captain Kirk who?
Well, that's
What's
not
a
true.
Shatner?
That's not true, Griff. They happened, but in an alternate universe.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Spock just keeps cameoing in each movie. Just can't get enough of old Leonard Nimoy.
I love Leonard Nimoy in the new ones.
Did you guys know that Leonard Nimoy also had an album?
Leonard Nimoy has all sorts of stuff. Did you know that Leonard Nimoy has a photography book of overweight women?
I
Naked?
had no idea.
Really?
It's true.
Is that like an update of Rubenesque?
It's nice. He has like. Shannon's asking, is Leonard Nimoy gay? He is not gay. He likes women, and he has a art book of naked fat women, and his goal was to show fat women that they're beautiful too.
Oh, that's nice.
Way to go, Leonard
Yeah.
Nimoy.
In his album, he sings a song where he is an alien calling the Earth illogical. It
Huh.
really
Nice.
was stepping outside of his comfort zone.
He also starred in an episode of Columbo as an evil doctor.
I
Huh.
believe we both watched that episode together
Yes, that's right.
on your large sectional sofa in the basement.
It is a sectional.
Oh, well, especially when Django's on it.
Do you believe that Leonard Nimoy is playing the same character in every show, and he still just thinks he's Spock?
Yep.
I believe that in every show that he's in, set in the present day, he's just time-traveled Spock, who's
Yeah.
disguising himself as other people.
Okay. So I played a little bit of this before, and I always do that.
Whoa! I did not know this game had things like this.
Yeah, so
That's
there's airplane battles, and they suck.
Oh, that's
No,
too bad.
they don't.
Okay, well then I don't know how to play them, and they're really confusing. And
You
super
just did a
boring.
barrel roll. That's,
did.
They don't suck because this just looks awesome. I don't care if it's
Yeah.
terrible.
It does. It does look very awesome.
Barrel rolls in TIE Fighters seem really weird for some reason to me. I'm so used to TIE Fighters being actual models from the original movies,
Uh-huh.
and I'm used to them not moving very much.
I'm
Griffin,
gonna
don't overheat your thing.
I'm okay
Stop!
with it.
No! There you go. You're doing it right.
Oh.
What are you doing? You crashed into the upside-down UFO, man.
I got him. It's fine. So I can pick one character here. Doesn't matter. Whoa, where? I think I
What
just
the-
woke up in the lounge or something. In the
This
sauna.
is surprisingly awesome. I didn't think there'd be this many types of areas.
Going to work, guys. Hey.
Wow. Wait, so you can go? Okay, you
Oh
can
wow,
go.
is this an
from
interceptor?
space station
Wow.
Out into space?
Yeah. So
That is the coolest thing.
some of the other things too.
There's no loading. This game is awesome.
Yeah,
That's insane.
it's by Pandemic, who have closed unfortunately. And they've known for really good work. I mean, it's a cool game. The thing that I really wish I could get to in this part is if you destroy enough of the enemy ship, it will open its bay doors and you can fly your vehicle inside it and then get out and like plant charges and blow it up from the inside.
Oh my
which
God.
sounds awesome.
Well, that's like the core of Star Wars. That's what Star Wars is. That's
Oh.
how every movie ends. That's good.
Yeah. But I want to run inside as a trooper and then like just throw bombs at it.
That's awesome.
I cannot believe that this game actually features that level of changing of scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really impressive, especially in the PS2 of all things.
And
Yeah.
that was a pretty awesomely cinematic blow up right there. Like, camera kind of panned back a little, you spiraled into the ship. This is a cool thing.
Yeah.
I like this.
I think I got a bomb. Three. That's probably gonna blow up. Yeah, totally. Okay.
Oh no!
Let's see what happens if we do this. And it goes like this.
You climbed into that engine.
Somebody sabotaged the ship!
So for people who don't know Star Wars as well as mega fans, what's the difference between this and a regular other one? TIE
A regular
fighter thing?
wars game. Just a game about wars, not about stars.
No. Why does this ship look like this? What is it?
Oh, this is a TIE bomber, and it drops
bomber, okay.
bombs. See, I can
Ah.
see how it lobs those.
So unlike the TIE fighter that fights,
Yeah,
this one bombs.
totally.
Someone didn't put their Rogue Squadron hours in.
Whoa! I told you the only Star Wars game I've ever played is Shadows of the Empire.
I wish I knew to
Dark
go
Forces.
faster.
Well, that's a good one to choose if you're only going to play one.
I'm
Yeah.
really bummed out that you cannot exit in air. I wanted to like GTA dive out of my ship. All right, I'm gonna try and fly into this guy's house, but I think his
His
doors are
house?
closed.
Into his space house.
Yeah.
His space orifice is conveniently lit up.
It was unfortunately it was closed after hours. I think.
If
It's
only
actually-
Come back
if
tomorrow.
only the lady orifice lit up like the space orifice.
I'm
Then I
gonna
would
shoot your
be much better.
thing. Good
Oh
enough.
no! Griffin, try not to crash.
I'm sorry. I find
Yeah.
these space battles super boring, so I gotta quit this.
How you find them boring is insane to me.
Yeah, because that looks like awesome.
It plays really poorly. I mean, I'd rather play Rogue Squadron for the flight mechanics than this.
Do you even EVE Online?
I have played EVE Online actually.
I did too, for a hot 5 minutes.
Yeah, I played it for a summer.
It was probably a really cold 5 minutes because your body wasn't moving very much. Although your brain probably heated up as you thought about that spreadsheet.
It's a really great game to play another game while you're playing it. Because, you know, a lot of it is waiting. So you can just kind of like, you know, set your ship to go fly to some location, then go play another game while it's flying to that location.
That was one of the few games I've ever played, EVE Online, where I was asking myself constantly, what is the point? Like, I hardly ever ask myself that. And that was like one of the few games where I just couldn't divine what they wanted to be fun about the experience.
Of EVE Online, are you talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I read about it, like, it's a cool game to read about, like, when
Totally.
there's, like, 30,000 ship battles.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's really interesting, but,
I think
yeah.
it's the loot. I think is what seems really cool to me. Is like if you get a cool ship, you can make it do fancy stuff and have like really specific. Like you're like, this is my ship that I'm gonna be. It's like a thief ship or a druid ship or something, and it can like cast magic spells and whatever, and like suck people out of warp and trap them. And then you can have like your brawler ship that just does damage, and then you have your like defense ship.
Are there any Night Elf Mohawk ships?
There, yeah. Mr. T, there's a T ship. It's just his face.
You can only win one by being in a 30,000 ship battle.
Yeah. The A-Team van pulls up and gives it to you. Actually, that'd be a better spaceship, just flying
The
A-Team.
Republic
A-Team
flat-footed. A detachment of the 501st was sent in.
You
to
caught the
start
Republic flat-footed.
So here's your story, Jeff. Something's happening in Star Wars.
I don't care.
This is really important. The Star Wars is really important.
Am I wrong, or is this the same announcer, but he like put on like a Middle Eastern accent for no reason?
It's
Probably.
the same voice, but get this. They're all the same voices. Because they're clones. God damn it, not this again.
They're all clones of that multi-ethnic looking guy.
Yep.
He could be any
Django.
ethnicity.
Django the human.
The droids have put up a blockade
He could be all of them.
If
Or
we
I
have to
guess
punch
Django
through
the
them,
whatever.
we'll need to weaken their forces.
Whatever he is.
Pilot,
Get in that thing.
focus your
No,
attack
what are you doing?
on
I'm
the-
gonna
Don't
get
get
in
in that
the
thing.
the drop ship.
No, dude, get in the other one. Get in the X-Wing.
Get the X-Wing.
No, somebody took it.
Dum-dum.
Oh,
What about
Get in
this?
the
Dum-dum,
Ooh,
man.
how about this one? This one, the worst.
Yes.
it's like
This
a
is
weird
like-
A-wing.
This is like
Get that
oh,
Republic Starfighter.
look at that. No, this is like Anakin's ship, right, from the first movie.
I don't know. It said it was a
I think
Republic
it is.
Starfighter.
Oh god.
Looks like it has
well,
pretty decent
it's-
controls.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
it's kind of soft.
Don't get shot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think we know why Griffin doesn't like the space battles.
I don't like
Also,
the space
Griffin-
battles.
Why is your name Trekkie, you heathen?
I thought it'd be ironic. All right. That's the yep.
Can you
Nice.
control the battleship? The Star Destroyer?
As far as I know, no.
Why not?
Skip.
It'd be
Okay.
really great if you could control it and you could move like 5 miles an hour.
Oh man, look at those Wookiees!
Holy crap, man!
Oh. Remember this part of the movie? I don't.
No. That wheel thing is pretty cool, though. I guess, kind of.
Yeah, I guess.
It's highly impractical.
Yeah, a lot of Star Wars things are.
I don't know. I think the first ones were better at having like more utilitarian stuff. Although those walking things, the AT-ATs were pretty dumb.
Yeah, why do you need
Like-
wings in a ship in space?
You just do.
Why do they
Yeah.
have to fold based on your
You
space
just do.
activities? There's no
Just do.
friction that you have to deal with.
A long time ago, space had atmosphere.
Oh, okay.
The droids had us outgunned, outmaneuvered, and outmanned by a 5-to-1 margin.
But I liked in the first one how there
What
were
none
ships
of
like
us
the
had
Millennium
counted
Falcon,
on
which
was the
didn't
war.
have wings and it was just a ridiculous
We all
pile
had
of junk.
struggled.
That thing was so
Yes.
sexy. It was like a fat
Never
bottom
seen
lady.
apart a droid with their bare
It's true.
That Leonard Nimoy would sketch.
Even so, it was still a suicide.
How sad will you guys be if J.J. Abrams insists upon like following the laws of physics and making everything like real space? I'll be sad.
I'll be sad.
I
I
guess
want
I'll,
my spaceships to have wings and things that they don't need.
like
I don't know. I would worry because he would never do something like that.
He would never.
He will make it an action movie though, and nothing.
This is it,
There will
man.
be nothing
We have
beyond
to
that.
hold this
It'll just
What are
be
you
a good
talking
fun
about?
blockbuster.
Did you see the second Star Wars movie? Star Trek
No
movie?
excuses.
I saw the first one, but not the second one.
This for the first one was not as good. The second one was pretty excellent.
Wait, you didn't like the
Okay.
first one?
The first one was a good action
I
movie.
liked it. I liked it as an action movie, but I thought the second one succeeded as
Huh.
both an action movie, but it also had more of an interesting plot, and it wasn't just like Kirk is good with the ladies.
That's interesting. That's
He
kind
likes
of
the movies.
the
It,
the
yeah.
common opinion is that the first movie was superior and the second one was like up its own ass.
The second one has much better Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's Star Trek people that I'm hearing that from. Those people are crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. First one, like I said, I watched it a number of times because it was playing on my college's cable network. And it's good. But yeah, it's a good action movie, like Jamie said, nothing more. But I'll have to watch the second one and see if it makes me feel better. My experience with J.J. Abrams, like everything he's done, like it always feels, for some reason, it always feels a little bit shallow. Like it never really, it doesn't stick in the same way that something else would, because it never really, it never goes below the surface. It like it sounds like it will, but it never really does.
Get out of there! Get out of here, robot guy!
I completely agree with you, and I was wrong. The second one has a slightly worse Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes, but both good. And I personally like the second one more because I liked Camouflage Cumberbund in it.
Yeah,
Benedict Cumbersnatch.
Yeah.
he was definitely a high point in there.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
And if you've watched the second Star Wars movie, Wrath of Khan, and then you watch this one, the parallels are so cool.
Yeah.
That I thought it was fun.
This time it's Kirk in the thing.
Yep.
Instead
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was, I think, one of the.
You say that ironically, but I thought that was awesome.
I did not like that part.
I didn't see the setup that created it. I just heard about it, so I think it's one of those things where if you actually watch the setup and you see the context, that it would be more enjoyable than just hearing about it. Easy to be cynical about something when you haven't actually been in the moment.
No. All the big expected bits were there, just role reversed, and it was weird. I did not like that.
I'm gonna watch it and find out.
Watch it.
I like that someone called it Star Trek Into Darkness. Because there's no colon. Star Trek Into Darkness.
Alright, get out of my dumb ship.
That's an awesome ship. I would stay in that ship for all
that
of
ship's
it.
boring.
Griff, do you not even like the controls for the ground
No,
vehicles?
they're fine. They're totally fine. Totally fine.
Okay.
Fall back behind the seawall. We must protect the Wookiee
For a
base.
second, I thought you were making fun of him because you said that a little funny, and I thought you were like, do you not even like the controls for the ground vehicle?
I'm just trying to figure out how to speak.
Oops. Sorry, guys.
I feel like that must have been super boring, by the way.
If
Wasn't
ship
too boring.
is to ground...
Do they permit you to use cell phones?
Yeah.
Okay. So just the kids count.
Well, I was a hall monitor, so I just read the internets.
Oh.
How drunk with power did you become?
How just drunk were you?
Yeah,
Those kids
exactly.
They wouldn't listen to me. I kept telling them, like, shut up, other people are taking their tests, and they were like,
We're in high school, we don't like you. You're not my mom.
I was like, don't eat in the hallway, and they're like,
Was this just like Beavis and Butthead school that you went to?
Jamie, how dare you make fun of them? They have a disorder that makes them only able to go.
It's affluenza.
So this looks really cool.
It sure
Very
does.
different than Shadows of the Empire.
Yes.
But really cool.
Wow, this guy's strafing left and right.
Yeah,
This
if you
guy's-
don't get enough fill of this Star Wars on the day you're watching it, May the 4th or whenever, I do have a Shadows of the Empire video, which it's just me, but I think I do a lot of singing in it, so go check that out.
I love the way that your stormtrooper is like high stepping. It's like a combination between like an SS guy and like someone in cabin beret.
I told you it's before they figured out movement, so he just looks really stupid. He still kind of looks like Resident Evil was the major inspiration for how to move.
The movement's totally fine. I think it just looks funny.
Yeah, no, the animation is just a little.
The animations, yeah.
Oh yeah. I just want to see if I can get one more.
It
cool
just looks like they're
play
like
as a
at the
cool dude.
midpoint between
All right, we're getting
optimizing movement and.
All right, second.
So who's this dude?
He shoots a chain gun.
Oh, it's got a pretty sweet cape.
Yes.
Did they use Havoc physics to animate that cape?
They did.
Yeah.
They ragdoll. That cape will ragdoll all over the place.
It'd be cool if your cape could die, and then it would ragdoll. But you'd...
Get out of
I
here.
hate all droids. You should commit Wookiee genocide.
So speaking of which, there's some pretty good Star Wars games out here, in the world. The Force Unleashed, if you're looking to commit zombie or Wookiee genocide, Force Unleashed has a really good opening to it where you play as Darth Vader, just murdering Wookiees, just blowing them to pieces as you're going to their center Wookiee house.
That's not the on-rails one that uses Kinect, is it?
No, that's Star Wars Kinect. Which I think is grossly underrated, because it is.
You have that opinion.
It is.
Keep
It is. Have you? I think that game is hilarious. The dancing games? Oh my god! I'm Flying Solo is the best Weird Al song that was never written. Or I'm Han Solo. Sorry. There are so many good, like, punny, dumb songs in that game that I love.
I just feel like it's so soulless by comparison.
Oh yeah, totally. It's garbage, but it's one of I think the funniest Star Wars games that was ever accidentally made.
Is it not what side you're on in this game, or is everyone against you?
In the campaign, you play on the play on whatever side suits the story. But I'm assuming if you're playing like multiplayer, you would pick your side essentially.
Was that Clone Warrior just checking his groin?
Yeah, it's a special power. It's called Jockstrap.
Is the infection gone?
One of the minor drawbacks of the cloning process.
Yeah. I wish before they cloned us, they would have checked for chlamydia.
for space crabs. It's just a minor.
All have an STD.
I would imagine that all the clones are sterile, right?
They still have the herb.
I was just thinking, like, well, yeah, they would, but
Why don't we just call up George Lucas and find out?
yeah, let's take a
I'm
trip.
sure he has an answer.
Let's fly to Skywalker Ranch.
Let me direct you to chapter 31 in my treatise on the genitalia of Django.
I'm sorry that is no longer valid.
When Disney purchased Star Wars, how many musical numbers do you think were scrapped from being inserted into the new trilogy? I'm gonna guess at least 7.
Is that little bar that's kind of growing around your aiming reticle an overheat bar or
Yes,
something?
you got it.
Okay.
Yep. Please let me play as fancy guy.
Who's fancy guy?
I don't know. Like, I'm guessing.
Got a dress on.
I guess I'd be playing as somebody who's awesome, like some Jedi. Usually is what they are. I've seen you can play as like a. So this is all we've seen is like the old. Sorry, not the old. The prequel stuff.
Yeah.
And then I guess you can. They do have missions that are like the classic movies.
No way.
And I want to get to that point because those are the things I would find more fun. Where I can go play as Luke or Darth Vader or
This
Boba
is
Fett
totally
or something.
cool, though. I mean, it's definitely like preying on attachment to the series, but it's like just playing all these battles is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, they have little mini objectives in it too. Like now it's like, hey, you should go over here. So I did
We
that.
must defend the oil refinery at all costs.
They use oil in space, I
The
guess.
place is going to blow.
That's
Even
surprising.
in the Star Wars universe, it's all a war for oil.
The sad
I love
truth.
this announcer. We must protect the oil refinery.
Super battle droid.
Overheated.
You jerk, suck it, you bitch. Oh, is this our oil?
Speaking of those words, I turned on some Let's Plays of Minecraft because I was trying to look into the best thing for video capture, and all those kids say when they're playing Minecraft is is bitch. That's all they say.
Really?
They just mutter that to themselves, and somehow they have 200,000 views for their stupid video where they just say the B word over and over and over again while they play Minecraft.
Also, I think it's adorable that you say all those kids say. All those rotten kids say.
But
I
they're
think
literally
it's adorable
kids.
that
They're
you say the B word. I don't think I've ever heard that.
They're 12-year-old. I said it before, but they're like they're 12 years old. They sound 12 years old, and they're like, hey, I'm trying to get this sword. Just fucking bitch. I can't get the sword. That's all they do.
I think the most popular Minecrafters are older.
Yeah,
but
is
these
it,
girls of nobodies, or people who are just like maybe up and coming.
I think it's just Minecraft videos somehow have some weird bug associated with them. You just get a million followers. By having it. I think YouTube actually Notch bought YouTube, and he just inflates them.
Did you play his Game Jam game?
I did not.
It's
Have you
pretty
played
cool.
it, Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a game. It's kind of you play around with it for 45 seconds and you get the idea. But I played around with it for 45 seconds and I approved of his little idea. You guys
Awesome.
should check it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely look into it.
I was
I
really
read
looking-
about it very briefly. What was the basic?
Basically, it's text only, and you are born, and then you basically click to accomplish certain things in your life, and a progress bar fills up instantaneously. But as you do more things in your life, you have more options, and you're just clicking. Like, it'll be like, you have a kid, like, teach something to the kid, and then you click a progress bar and it happens. And then you're like, you need a friend, and then you click a progress bar and it happens. But as you get more experience, there's just so much stuff to do, and it's interesting.
Very cool. Also, I don't think that oil refiner is gonna make it, dude.
Yeah. I mean, why is there oil in Star Wars? You have people who are sucking moisture out of the air, who live on a dead planet.
I'll tell you why. Because alternative energy sources are way too expensive.
No, they did it so that they could develop droids who would speak the language of moisture vaporizers or whatever.
Can I tell you also why though? The people who claim that oil is bad are wrong.
Were we supposed to destroy that?
Did you guys play the
nope,
first Star Wars
definitely not.
MMO?
No, Star Wars Galaxies?
Yeah, you didn't play. So in Star Wars Galaxies, which I did play pretty seriously for actually a while, you just find a planet and you essentially you're just fracking. You just frack the planet to death and then you move on. So Star Wars is all about not sustainable resources.
So essentially, you just drink their milkshake.
Yes,
You drink it up.
You drink their blue milkshake.
Save your progress, god damn it.
I don't want... Oh, no! Ugh, I didn't mean to do
A
that.
line in the sand? Blood on the sand?
I guess, yeah. Oh, man, if only 50 Cent was going to be
Can
in
we
the
do a
next Star
video
Wars
of that game?
I would love to. It's a great game.
You would have it. Isn't there a crystal skull in that game, Griffin?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You know it.
Next video.
That game is...
Literally, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Griffin, the premise is 50 Cent, after a concert or something, stumbles upon a crystal skull,
He is
which is
paid.
then snatched. What's that?
He is paid to perform the concert with a crystal skull.
With a crystal skull. Which is then snatched by Middle Eastern baddies,
Uh-huh.
whom he then has to kill.
Yeah, we should say... I'm going to try the multiplayer. I don't want to give more away, but yes. It's
Love
a great
it.
game. Let me see if I can play a multiplayer game, and if I can't, then we'll just end it here.
You said this was on PS2? You're gonna try a multiplayer game?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not. I'm
Does
playing on
online
PS3, so
Does online even work that way? I don't think it does.
I don't think it will, but we'll see what happens.
Also, can I just tell you guys, this is totally unrelated to this video game, but I just got an email that asked me if I want to meet singles over 50. The best part is, guess what email account I got this on?
Your school one.
My college email.
Yes. Oh man.
Oh boy.
Gosh.
All right. Well,
Oh, don't think so.
you guys ready for a LAN party?
Land party.
Ain't no party like a LAN party.
Oh.
Holy crap! The Mets are actually playing an exciting game, but I want to play. I want to see you play an exciting game.
Well, you saw it,
PlayStation 2 Internet.
because here you go. It's not happening.
Split screen.
No, no
Supposed
that's
to be
not
in to play
happening
with
either.
Jen.
Nope.
Play with Jen.
No.
Yeah, play with Jen. Jen, get in there.
Nope. No. It's over.
Hunter.
Nope. No.
Billy.
Nope. This
Billy,
game's
get in
over.
there.
We're closing this one's down. It's done.
All right.
All right.
It's over.
Happy Star Wars.
Happy Star Wars.
Happy May 3rd. Oops.